Hi Flosstube, I'm Sally. I'm StitchySally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Today is Thursday, the 6th of November 2025, and this is Flosstube number 110. A very warm welcome, whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It is lovely to have you here. If you are new and you do like what you see, I would very much appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button, and if you would also like any of my videos that you watch. I have a little bit to show you today. I have a couple of fully finishes. Yes, fully finishes. I did say that. It's been a while, hasn't it? I have a couple of finishes, usual whips, and I have, do I have some plans? Might have some plans, a little bit of haul. So we'll get started with the fully finishes. So my first one is this, and this was a New Year's Day start, a sal with lovely Sarah, so me Sarah, and it is Modern Folk Embroidery. I always get the name wrong, so I'm just going to check my notes. Dream of a Winter Garden. So I stitched this on 36 count. I don't remember whether it was Platinum or Winter Moon. I think it was Winter Moon. And I used DMC threads. And I decided I wanted to make it into a drum. So this is my finish. And I absolutely love it. So I've just used some red chenille trim that came from the works. They no longer sell it. I don't think they've had it for quite a while. What is going on with my fringe? It looks like it's shorter on one side than the other, and it actually isn't. Yeah, just some poinsettia fabric, and I've popped 2025 charm on it there. So yeah, really pleased with that. Absolutely love it. And then my second finish is Blackbird Designs button box, but as I am not using it as a button box, I changed the word to treasures. I stitched it 1/1 because otherwise it wouldn't have gone in, and I just where there was buttons on the box, I just stitched some flowers. And this is a box from the works, just fits on the top. And I have lined it in the bottom with, I believe that is Blackbird Designs fabric. I'm not entirely sure. I bought it from the Patchwork Rabbit quite a long time ago. So that is going to have old marriage certificates from my grandparents, great-grandparents, baptism certificates of my dad and my mum, and I believe I've got one of my granddad's as well, and then my granddad's special constabulary medal, his football medals, my great granddad's railway medal. We've got a couple of death pennies for my husband's great uncles on his mum's side. Yeah, just things, little things, treasures that are important to us. So I'll be putting all those in there now that I've shown it. So really pleased with both those finishes. I do have quite a few more to go at, but I'll get to them. I just don't like doing too many at a time if I'm like bent over putting trims and things on or sewing cards. Yeah, what the hell is going on with my hair? Sorry. It is level. Sorry. Right, finish. So I finished stitching Silver Creek Samplers Peace Love Stitch. Absolutely love stitching this one. Really enjoyed it. And this is on a piece of Fabrics by Crafti Kate, Fabric of the Month, June 2024. I used the DMC conversion. There were some DMC, but there was also some hand-dyeds, and I just used the DMC conversion. And yeah, finished stitching it. And there we go. Whoops, sorry, that needle minder's a bit heavy. I need to change that and put it away. So you can just see the dove there. And you can just see 2025 in that skein of thread at the bottom. But yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Very, very pleased with that finish. So I don't know, I will probably finish it into a pillow, but I'm not 100% yet what I'm going to do with it. And then my other finish is the Rocking Chair Stitcher Love Builds the Family, and this is from the Family Threads booklet, which is a fundraising booklet, an adoption fundraiser. And I stitched this. I can't show you the threads that I used, they were DMC because I've put them all away. And I stitched this on a piece of Fabrics by Crafti Kate, and it was the Fabric of the Month from March 2024. And yeah, I think the fabric is perfect. It's quite a bit more vibrant than that, but that is my finish. So I think this will be a pillow as well, I think, at some point. So I did make a mistake. I did have to fudge the border a little bit, but that's absolutely fine. You can't really tell, so you'd have to look very, very closely to see it. So yeah, that is my second finish. So what I am actually planning to do is not start anything new until possibly end of November, December. I kind of want to try and work on what I've got on the go and then just see how things go, because I have got at least 3 new starts. 3 in December. Yeah, 3. So there may well be another one as well, but I'm going to see how things go. So, whips. So this is Little Dove Designs Robin Redbreast, and I stitched this on a Wednesday evening. I purchased the full kit from Little Dove Designs late last year. It's on a 28 count even weave with DMC. I can't remember, it gives a colour shade, I don't remember what it is there without having to get the chart out. So those are the threads, and then there is a DMC variation as well, which is, where is it? 3045. As I say, this is on a 28 count even weave, and that is where I am at. I am making really good progress on this actually. I don't know where I was last time. I should really take stills so that I can show you, but so yeah, very, very cute robin. Absolutely love it. Of course, you all know, if you've been with me before, robins are my favourite birds. I love sheep. I love winter, I love snowmen. Right, what shall we show next? Let's do this one. So this is Teresa Kogut with Thy Hands. If you haven't been with me before, I have already stitched this. I started it for my 60th birthday back in 2023, and I am currently stitching this one here, which is Molly's Hands. And I stitched this on a Saturday night with my dear friend Lainey, who is Lainey Main on Instagram. I am using the DMC threads, and I am stitching this on 40 count vintage country mocha, but I accidentally started on the mocha side and I was not happy, but I wasn't going to unpick it because I had quite a lot done before I realised. So that is where I am at. So this side I think is complete. I don't think I've got anything else to add to it. Nope. So this side is complete, so getting on with this side now. There is a lot of stitching in this, but I love it. Absolutely love it. And I have purchased the fabric that Teresa shows in the booklet to finish it into a needle book. I do want to stitch the other one out of that. That may well be a start in December, but I need to think about it first, decide what I'm going to do. Right, next one is Soed Idee, Welcome Sheep. And this was in a package that lovely Linda, who is Norfolk Gal Stitcher, sent me. She was having a sort out of her stash. So this included the hanger, some trim, the fabric and the threads. So those are the threads, DMC white and 3750. And this is my progress. She also sent me the needle minder as well. So there we go. Everything is done on this part, at least, apart from this blue border. And then I've got the wording to stitch. But I love it. I thought all of this, I thought this would be, it would probably do my head in, but it didn't. Sometimes these things do, don't they? But no, it did not. So yeah, love it. I should have shown you my book of days as well for the month, shouldn't I? Never mind. I'll have to try and remember to show it next time because I don't have it to hand. I'm just going to pause you a minute. Sorry about that, I just needed to clear my throat and get a drink. Right. And for once, this is not my final whip. Usually I show this last. Where's my chart gone? So this is Long Dog Samplers the Pilgrim. And this is my first ever long dog. I doubt it will be my last, but just what my next one will be, I do not know. So the hashtag for the Sal, which is hosted by lovely Amanda Alba Stitcher, is My First Long Dog Sal. And then I also joined in with lovely Elaine Ellie Welly Stitcher. she started Saga for her 60th birthday, so I started this with her, and that was Let's Get the Dogs Out, Sal. And then I also joined in with Long Dog Sampler Sunday, which is hosted by Cheryl Cross Stitch Crazy and Hannah, who is Mrs. Hannah Woolstonhome. So I'm stitching this with Anchor Black, DMC White and Carrie's Creations Old Wild Red, which is for the wedding. And this is on a 20 count Balana. I don't know the colour shade because it just had a number on it. And that is where I am at. So final page, which I had started last time I showed this, and it's going very, very well. Very well. So yeah, I am well on track. Well on track to finish it by the end of the year. I think it, well, unless anything goes drastically wrong, it probably will get finished well before the end of the year. So very, very pleased with that, and I've just thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been a joy to pick up every time. Pop that away, sorry if it's crinkling. And then my final whip was my very unplanned new start from last time. Sorry, I'm so sorry, I just need to try and sort myself out here. So this is Hope by Shakespeare's Peddler, and it is a Sal hosted by Brenda, Handwork Maniac, and oh my god, who else was it? Was it Colette? And I cannot remember her Instagram. Oh, really, really sorry about that. So yeah, this is the Oct to Oct Sal for 25-26, my god. And Brenda showed it on her Instagram and I just fell in love with it. So off I went to find the pattern, found it at Patchwork Rabbit. I did also, from Patchwork Rabbit, I ordered the brown, which is espresso bean, but when you look at the chart, it's not stitched, so I don't know what to do really. I'll probably wait and see what the wording looks like on my fabric. So I'm not using all the called for. I am mostly using DMC. But I did have in my stash Tennessee Red Clay and Red Pear. So I actually then bought another red pear just in case I don't have enough, and I decided that I wanted the Louisiana hot sauce as well, because there is something rather nice about variegated pinks and reds. So this is on the August 2025 Fabric of the Month from West Greenloft Yarns, and it is called Willoughby. And there we go. That is my start. That is actually the first portion, the October portion finished, so I can make a start on the November one now. I did just go across a little bit and down a little bit as well. And you may well notice there that lovely, lovely Robin needle minder. Now, I have been saying I need to get rid of some needle minders because I have loads. I have far more than I am ever going to need. So I did sell a few. But as soon as lovely Lindsay of Stitching Magic 111 previewed this on her Instagram, I thought, I have to have that. So I got up on Saturday morning because she updated her shop at Coffee shop at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning, so I was up on my iPad and ordering one in case she sold out. So yeah, I thought that can go on my Oct to Oct sal. And you would have laughed. I was putting it on my fabric and the back slipped in between the sections on my settee, and it is a recliner, and I heard it fall and clunk, and I thought, oh my god, that's magnetised itself. How the hell am I going to find it? So I ended up shouting for Jess to help me to come and tip the sofa up. And then there was Jess, there was Abby, there was me. Those two had torches trying to find it. And could we find it? No. And then we tipped the sofa back on its feet the right way up, and Jess went, I think I can see it. So we found it. Or should I say, Jess found it, Abby managed to get it off. So that is the card. So it's Stitching Magic on Ko-fi. I will try and remember to link to that down below. She does a drop of needle minders at the beginning of every month. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, I don't need any more needle minders. Oh god. Right, we will do haul next. So my fabric of the month from West Green Loft Yarns came in. This is the November one, and it is peony, and it is beautiful. That really doesn't show. It's a little bit more, it's slightly deeper than that. Absolutely beautiful colour, and I can highly recommend these. I mean, I hadn't stitched on them, I was recommended them even before I stitched on them, but the beautiful colours, and they are beautiful to stitch on as well. The same, I'm using the Willoughby, so yeah. I don't think she's taking anybody on at the moment. And then, I know I talked about this last time, I hadn't bought it, and it is Barbara Anna Designs Winter Dreamer. It's the final part of the 4-part sal. I'm not going to start mine. I just haven't started. I didn't have the time really. So I'll hopefully make a start next year. I may well start with the spring one. Maybe January. I'll see how I'm going with what I've got on the go. And then you may remember last time I was blaming lovely Sarah, Sony Sarah, for this one. Didn't tell you what it was. But do you know what, Sarah? I'm pleased you showed this, because I either hadn't seen it or I hadn't taken any notice of it. So this is Blueberry Ridge Designs, and it's Sample Holiday Christmas. And I just love it. And you know, I did say last time I'm trying not to buy them on impulse. This was impulse. But there you go. And Emily of Blueberry Ridge Design, she has just put sign-ups up for her Advent sal. I think she said she was going to do a couple of sneak peeks, so I may well wait until I've maybe seen a couple of those. I'm quite tempted. Last year's was really, really pretty. I didn't do it, but it was really nice. I have done one by Pansy Patch. Is it Quilts and Stitchery, who is, I believe, Emily's mum. I did do one by her 2-3 years ago. I can't actually remember, through Soed Idee. Really, really enjoyed that. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm seriously thinking about it. I kind of, I stopped doing mysteries. I was very much put off. I did a chatelaine Christmas mystery and I hated it. Once I'd got it finished, I absolutely hated it, and I ended up selling it because I just did not like it. So that kind of put me off doing mysteries. But there was a little sneak peek of the Pansy Patch one through Idee, so I did quite like the look of that. So I copied Sarah, and I got a couple of skeins of Cranberry Gentle Arts. So I don't know when I'll start it. I don't tend to buy hand-dyeds anymore, but I just fancied a nice hand-dyed red. Maybe I should have used DMC 115, and Sarah was talking about that, and I did comment and say that was always one of my favourite variegated reds. So that's oh, excuse me, that's my haul. Right, what else have we got? Just let me check my notes very, very quickly, just see. Yeah, so as I said, I'm not planning on starting anything new now until if I decide on the Advent Sal. I think that starts on the 30th of November, but I may well not start it straight away, even if I decide to do it. Like I say, I've not made my mind up yet. So no new starts unless it's secret stitching, because I do still want to do a little bit of secret stitching. I've not finished it all yet. I have pre-ordered some of the new Teresa Kogut as well, which is kind of impulse again, isn't it? And I keep saying I'm not going to impulse buy anymore, but anyway. I could have ordered at least 4, maybe 5. But I ordered 3. I pre-ordered 3, so through Sue at Peakside Needleworks. So I don't know when they'll be here, but I'm not desperate for them anyway. I believe somebody, and I cannot remember, I haven't written it down. I don't know whether it was, her name was Linda. I don't know, it came up on my Instagram feed that there is a sal starting on Christmas Eve, and it's a Santa sal. I might do that, depending. If my Teresa Koguts are here, I might. If not, I might do a freebie, one of her freebie Santas, because I think I have another one. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Right, what else? I think that's it for the stitching, actually. Yeah, so the not stash buying is not going very well, is it? But well, I'm planning on hopefully not buying too much next year again, but we'll see how that goes, because it doesn't go very well either, does it? So, as I said, needle minders, I sold a few. There hasn't been any interest in any others, so what I want to do is give some away. I'm not giving them away individually, because that would it'd just be too much. So I'm going to give them away in 4s. So if you'd be interested in these 4, if they're not interested, if nobody's interested, they're just going to go to the skip, probably, the tip. So this one, whoops, sorry. So these are all from my stash. This one, and this one. So if you would like to win these 4, if you just use the word, whoops, Yep, just let them all magnetise together. Just use the word minder, M-I-N-D-E-R. And like I say, if nobody wants them, they'll just end up at the tip. I just can't. I need to have a sort out. I can't. The top drawer in my plastic unit has got so many needle minders in it. I just need to have a sort out. I need to have a sort out of everything. I've pulled out some threads to sell. I have a buyer for them and I still haven't got back to with the price, and I really, really need to do that. Right, quick life update. Well, as quick as I can do it anyway. If you don't want to listen, then, you know, you can say bye now. So, last time I was talking about I'd been on antibiotics for a possible urine infection. So my second sample went in and that was all clear, so that was really, really good. I was really relieved there. So yeah, no need to worry about that anymore. I did have a bit of a scare over the weekend. Really, really weird. We were shopping in our local supermarket on Saturday morning and I thought, oh, what on earth was that that's just scurried across the floor under the shelf? And I thought that was really, really weird. Did anybody else see it? And then I noticed what I thought was something scurrying across the... No, it was a floater. So I thought, oh, right, okay. I've had them before. And then a bit later on I started getting flashes in my peripheral vision. Had a bit of a headache, thought it was a bit of a migraine, so I thought I'll go to bed, get some sleep that night and it'll have gone. But it hadn't. When I got up the next morning it was still there. I thought, oh, this isn't right, something's not right here. So I rang the opticians that I normally go to. They triaged me and they rang me back very, very quickly actually and said that I needed a cause appointment within 48 hours. So here in the UK you can get, it's a non-emergency urgent appointment within 48 hours, free, with an optician's providing they're signed up to it and you are registered with a GP. So, but unfortunately they couldn't give me an appointment within the 48 hours. So she said, you're going to have to ring round, see if you can get in somewhere else. So I rang the other nearest Specsavers to me. They offered me an appointment on Tuesday, but I was going to have to pay for it because it was a locum optician and very often they're not signed up to the scheme. So I said, well, that's fine. And then when I came off the phone, I thought, no, I can't wait till Tuesday. I need to get seen sooner than Tuesday. So I rang another one. The only appointment they had was Tuesday. Tried to ring another one, they weren't answering the phone. So I tried another one and they had to triage me again, but they said they could probably see me on Monday if they could jiggle things about a bit. Sorry, this is really long-winded, isn't it? I shouldn't be long-winded about it. Anyway, they came back to me and they said, right, we've got a cancellation this afternoon, can you come in? I said, yeah, absolutely. So off we toddles to Driffield in the afternoon, and they were absolutely brilliant. I had scans done, I had photographs taken, drops put in my left eye, drops put in my left eye, had a really, really good look around, and it is a posterior vitreous detachment, I think it's called, PVD, oh god. And it happens as we get older, and the vitreous within the eye is no longer like a gel. It gradually thins more like water, and it comes away from the retina. If you are very, very unlucky, it can cause a tear as it comes away. Up to now, I'm fine. My retina is fine, so that's good. But it's really annoying. It's so annoying, especially the flashing, because it can make me feel a little bit sick, and I've had a headache. The floater will, either my brain will eventually get used to it, or it will go. So it's just a case of waiting and seeing. They did do scans and photos on both my eyes, and he said it will happen in my right eye eventually as well. So yeah. So yeah, and he did talk about my cataracts as well. He said, if I were you, I'd be having it done. Does it bother you? Which it doesn't, to be fair. It doesn't really bother me. It's just now and again, if I'm looking at particular letters and numbers and things, it does. But anyway, yeah. So that was my panic on Sunday, wondering what the hell was. Obviously, I am still worried because there is a chance that, because I don't think it's come away altogether, so there is still a chance that it might tear my retina, but hopefully it will be fine. So the flashing isn't going to go away until I don't tend to see it quite as much in daylight as I do when it's not good light. But anyway, so yeah, hopefully all of that will be fine. I'm managing to stitch. It's not oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not affecting my vision. I was thinking of a fancier word and I couldn't think of it. So yeah, hopefully that'll all be okay, and I won't have problems. But if it gets worse, or it happens with the other eye, then obviously I have to go and get checked out again. So, but yeah, they were very, very lovely. The optician, he was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, he said to me, he said, perhaps you think we're better than Beverly and you'll come to us. But yeah, it seemed to be a lot more laid back rather than it's very, very frantic in the Beverly branch, I think. But anyway, there we go. So that is me done. I am going to go watch this back and then get some dinner because I'm hungry. And so if you want to be in with a chance of winning those 4 needle minders, just use the word minder. I will give away more in the next one. I'm doing them in 4s. I'm not just going to do them individually because it'll just cost me a fortune. If there's only one of them that you want, do what you will with the others if you're interested. So that is me done. I will hopefully be back in 2 weeks' time, and yeah, enjoy every single stitch and look after yourselves as well. And love to you, Lainey, if you're watching, and your family. Just take it one day at a time, and I am thinking of you all. So see you next time, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.